Hello, it's Roger, Mudfossil University. I know. Turbo Beaver case closed. What's this all about? Well, beavers are turbocharged. They're turbocharged. You see what they did here? You're not going to run out and do that all day long, every day, chewing trees down, carrying them over, damming up everything like that. It's insane. Well, it's insane, but you wouldn't be able to do it unless you were turbocharged. So there it is, case closed. Hello, it's Roger once again, my good friends. Of course, woke up today thinking about beavers and castoreum in their scent glands. So, you probably did too, but I took it a little further. I said, well, I always think about that kind of stuff first thing in the morning, but I decided, well, I would look into what castoreum really is, because I sort of knew what it was, but I just sort of was rolling it over in my mind. And I came to the decision that castoreum, which is the source of castor oil in the ancient days, and they still use it now. Apparently they're doing something with it. I don't know exactly what. Now, what castor oil really is, it's a turbocharger. It's a turbocharger. I'm telling you, it's a turbocharger. This breaks down molecules. The castor oil molecule is a molecule that cracks other molecules. It's got a hydroxyl group attached to a whole bunch of carbons. So it breaks stuff down, and then the carbons transported away. So if you have things that collected in your body that need to be broken down and your enzymes aren't there, this actually creates products by breaking things down. So it will create products to be taken away by breaking things down that are too big to be disposed of. So that is why I think castor oil works for everything I can think of. It works for almost, because if something is excessive or not there and is required to be there or required to be removed, castor oil is an invasive fatty acid, and I believe it goes in pretty quick and it starts to do that job of breaking things up. And at that point, they have to be transmitted through the body, and the carbons is loaded with carbons. And as long as you have some metals in your body, they should be able to be moved through the bloodstream. So, my original point is castor oil is literally an invasive fatty acid that breaks molecules up, and it also breaks up glucose and things like that from fats to break down into your metabolic system so that you can burn those. And I believe that's what's going on with castor oil, castoreum in beavers. That's their turbochargers. All right? It's not a scent gland. All right? They should look up the chemistry and see it's helping people on a broad range of things, especially inflammatory situations. And an inflammatory situation, to my mind, has only two causes. It's either excessive stress that it's not able to deal with. It may not be excessive stress, but the tissues are not able to deal with any stress to it, and they get inflamed. Now, what is the other issue? The other issue is, and usually it's the reason why the tissues cannot deal with it, is there's an excessive stuff there that's scratchy and cannot be broken down, as in spiky little crystals or whatever is in these joints and in these tendon assemblies that have to slide very freely back and forth between each other. They have synovial sheaths around them. That's a slippery, slimy, leucine-rich protein coating around every single fiber in your body. Every one. And they slide against each other, and they have to do that slippery. They can't have sand in there. They can't have particles in there that aren't being removed. That, I believe, is the main source of neuromuscular problems. The second problem is that you don't have the molecules you need in your body to move things around. Basically, the metals are number one. You need those. And then number two, well, of course, you need the bacteria to make the enzymes to make the metals. So the bacteria in your gut, number one. Enzymes, number two. Metals and products from the enzymes, number three. If you don't have the enzymes, if you use the castor oil, I think you're going to have some relief, some help. I'm not saying it's going to override anything, but you should be able to maybe break down some of these things that are collecting right in a certain spot, because you got to put it right on that spot, and you got to do it 3-4 days in a row, minimum. I'd say a week, and by that time it should have invaded and broken down the products that need to be broken down, and either removed them or added them in there the best it can do. But make sure your diet's good. Make sure your digestive system's working. If your digestive system's not working, I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do. You're still going to have an issue. You're still going to have chronic illness because your digestive system is not dealing with the products that come into your body correctly. And normally that's because your bacteria is not correct, which is in your body, that creates enzymes. Enzymes create the products. It's as simple as that. No enzymes, no catalyze. Nothing catalyzes. Enzymes catalyze at 10,000 reactions per second, I believe it is. I mean, it's just unbelievably rocket ship fast. It makes these products for your body. If you don't have them, you're in trouble. So, beavers, got them. We need them. And I'm telling you, you will find an energy boost from castor oil too. There's no question whatsoever. It'll boost your energy level. Well, let me say, it did mine, and it does for people. That's what I hear. I need feedback. Okay, I need feedback. I need feedback on my research. I need feedback on somebody that's invested in this as their life. I'm showing lungs and how hearts work and all the things I'm finding in mud fossils that they haven't understood yet. How obviously specific tissue types are in the body, and how the blood has, and all these colored transition metals, how they are in your blood and move around your blood. And I talk about this right here. This is the most important part right here. This is what I'm really, really trying to get done. And that is a database. And somebody will make money on this. They'll save lives. They'll create happiness for people. And you could call it health by the numbers. And all it is your blood, your enzymes, your fecal material, your breath, whatever comes out of your body will tell you what's going on in your body. You put all that stuff into a database with your age and this and that and whatever else you want. No personal data about yourself other than these things about you that have no relationship to your social security number or anything else. All you will be is some random number in a database. And then you will be able to access a database that has all of the statistics from thousands and thousands of people. That will create norms, and the norms will indicate when somebody's out of a norm, they will be a reason for being out of the norm, and it will normally be their blood metals will be wrong, minerals, whatever's in your blood, something's going to be wrong, and probably the bacteria and the enzyme that affect that product will be missing or weak or whatever the case is. But there will be patterns come about, and there will be results, and they will establish norms, and that will create relationships between one and the other. That is what needs to be done. All right? So, thumb it up, sub, click the little bell, tell your friends to get up here and to get as educated as you are, because you're going to be so far ahead of them, you're going to have a hard time healing in their lost reality, in their mythical world. I'm telling you right now.